Hello, this is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I come before you with a new session. But before we get started, you know how we do it. We're going to start it right now, raising our hands to mid-air, bringing them up with our eyes closed, holding it in for a minute, and then we're going to let it out, bringing our arms down slowly. We're going to bring our arms up once again, holding it in for a moment, and we're going to bring it down, letting the energy, the radar, as we open up our eyes now. We're going to get this session started, and as I stated to you guys on other videos, the reason why I do the meditation before we get the session started is because it brings the vibration, it brings the energy, and it brings a releaseness into every fiber inside of your brain and your system, and it relaxes every cell that is inside of you before getting started, of knowing beforehand what is the subject is going to be about. The title of this subject is You Chose Your Pain, because being hip wasn't hiding the places anymore. You went on many days in your growing years thinking that you could hide the masses under the pillows, under the sheets, under all of the places where no one will be able to find the pain. You rotated and you vindicated, and you even told many false stories on who you are and what you are representing yourself to be on a daily basis. And the reason why you became more like conning your life through to many situations is because you had went down a road that you became not knowing who you are. You became putting on many faces within yourself that you began to not even know your name anymore. You allowed yourself to even forge the original name that was yours from birth. You forged a new name to fit in to each character that you were playing, that you became aware that these characters that you chose to be inside of you, in each and every moment that you moved about, you made it known to yourself from the beginning until the ending of every session that you played upon yourself. You were in hiding. You played the game, and you've been playing the game of hide and go seek, which is what the cat and the mouse does. When the mice is always in hiding and looking out from one direction to the next, hoping the cat will not catch him, nor will the cat harm him. And the reason the hiding place became a routine for the mouse is because The cat was always in motion. That was the cat's daily journey, the cat's daily stability, and the cat's daily thought on how and when and where that he was going to capture his prey. And the same as what you have done, you have isolated, you have vindicated, and you have put on the faces of many that you are continuously wearing them, and they are wearing you down. And it all started. It started from somewhere, and you know within yourself how you became these many faces of many places and many not knowing of who the face is going to be on the next stage, on the next level, and on the next as you awake. And even as when you go to sleep, you are in this mode of trying to figure out and motion, trying to figure out when and where and how that this hiding that was at one time, it was very hit for you. It took you many places that it became very exciting for you to live this type of way. This lifestyle you built for yourself. You went places like never before. You met people, you even met many famous people because of this false image that you begin to play and to be comfortable wearing these masses. But as you begin to realize each time you are wearing them, a piece of the puzzle, the goodness that was before all this had happened, and you did not even know the goodness was there. As time went on, you begin to realize there was good in you. There was a gentleness in you. And there was a giving of yourself naturally. But the road that you end up building for yourself, beginning to see yourself in a hiding of a closet, of a hiding of a pantry where you could take down as if you're taking down food and items and canned goods and so forth. That's how you became. You built yourself to be in the same order as if you are storing items for everyday use. You became and you put on this persona. You begin to put on this acting formula that you begin to drink it, you begin to eat it, and you begin to want a little bit more and a little bit more until the thirst became so grand and so inviting and so filling that you just could not get enough of it. And so now, with the choices that you have made, instilling inside of yourself, you are laying in your bed and you are sitting in your chair and you are going to different places with others and with yourself. And a part of you are not even knowing anymore who you are because of the choice that you have made for yourself and the many more choices that you keep figuring out how much more are you going to invent these many faces to go to many places? And how are you going to approach the situations before you remove the mask? You're not comfortable living this way anymore. You're not comfortable in the hiding go seat anymore. You're not comfortable playing the game with yourself. You're not comfortable wondering if anyone is going to come into the realization of knowing who you are. You're not comfortable in others knowing who you are, family, friends, and so many other places that you don't want the world to know who you are. And it all can change, but it all starts with you. And it's never too late because we all go down a road in our lives that we chooses the way we want our lives to be. Our parents, our relationships, and even different situations can tell us how we should think, how we should live, and even how we should act, and even what position that we should take in life to make our lives into a way that would be more fitting for us to live. As we go down the road and we think about these people, we begin to rebel and we begin to say to ourselves, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to have it the way I want it to be. And when we begin to make these choices, putting on these false images, putting on these false identities, putting on these false characters, then we live in a hiding place. We live in a world that is unknown, even to the world that we're living in. We become actors and actresses, and we become in a way where we come out of an ozone of a group of people. We can't relate to them. We can't converse with them. We can't even be at peace with ourselves to be at peace with them because we have built these secnums of pieces of different faces to go into many places of how we're going to be the performer and be the actor and the actresses. But it comes a time as the choices that we have made, hiding who the original person that we are, we end up become angry, we become stifled, and we become bitter, and we become where we don't even want to even see the realness of who we are because we have been covering up for so long. We have been constantly putting on a salving ourselves, salving every part of us because we have gotten into the custom of choosing a wrong image of self. But it's never ever too late to reverse from where you started the situation. It's never too late to analyze why you became these many faces. It's never too late to work on yourself. It's never too late to seek help for yourself, to be able to come back to who you were from the beginning of time, from the beginning of your puberty, from a child, from the beginning, even when you didn't know yourself, from a child. This is the time to pull out the sheets, pull out the blankets, pull out the tablets, and begin to decipher and stir in a newness of you. You can reverse the choices that you have made with the many faces. If they're not serving you, if they're not making you feel good, if they're not giving you a peace that's bringing your day in a good day, bringing into your night a pleasant sleep, bringing into the next day, you are inviting yourself, cooking you a delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner. If these many faces is not bringing you into the order that is needed for you to reverse the curse that you placed upon yourself, try a new approach through the wellness and through a new thinking, a new airway, and through the universe. You can change it. It all starts with you. There's always a whisper. There's always a sound, even when you can't hear it. It could come from a doorway. It could come from someone that's just speaking a few words. And it can come from many other ways for you to be able to come into the reality of knowing that you can change the face that was no longer it is needed. You can change the face that was stacked up in stages, stacked up in quantities, and stacked up in closets and so forth. You can change the image that you chose for yourself in those hiding places. You can do it. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Try a new approach through the wellness. I'm going to leave you for now, but never forever. Do not forget to subscribe to my page or give me a view, and I will see you soon. Much love. This is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. Peace. Goodbye now.